Hey guys, it's Solemn1, it's me. This is me. Yes, this is me. This is the guy you've been listening to. But anyways, there are some more important things to discuss right now. Today is June. It's past June. It's June 11th, and yesterday was Sony's E3 press conference event. Yeah, way over in wherever California is, and I don't think I have a comment to make. I really don't think I have a comment to make. I have an essay to make or a whole statement, but no, I don't have a comment to make. So I decided to do this little press conference review for you guys, so you can get to know me, and maybe you'll enjoy it. Maybe if you watch E3, you can hear my opinions. These are just my opinions, by the way, guys. Disclaimer: opinionated video, not surprising. And I gotta say, there are some things that just surprised me, like, big time. I got so surprised, but we'll get into it little by little. So Sony starting off the conference naturally. They were Sony opening up with a montage of like games, all games we've seen before, obviously, but games are games, and a few PS4 titles. They started off talking about PlayStation Vita, saying how a lot of people like to digitally download, and PlayStation Vita is great once they get it into their hands, because, you know, it hasn't exactly been the best in the sales department right now, but I enjoy mine, and it's fun. I should play it more. I sadly don't, but yeah, it's pretty fun. I like it, and I just want to let you know, yeah, that they didn't really show any real games. Like, they announced like God of War collection. I think that's whatever, personally. It doesn't interest me. I would start God of War on actual PlayStation system. Someone wants to play God of War on the go and they're already a fan, go for it. But I haven't started God of War, so I really don't know what to expect from God of War. But yeah, that's God of War for Vita, and yeah, I think that's all I can really remember from Vita. I'm doing this off my brain. No little notes. My hands are free or whatever. Next up, they talked about PS3. Showed a few PS3 titles, like Puppeteer. I think it looks very creative. Kind of gets like a little Big Planet feel, but not completely. It's its own game and it has its own identity. I'm interested in it, but I'm unsure if I'll buy it day one. Maybe, I don't know right now. It depends on the day it comes out. And they showed, I don't have these yet. They showed the launch trailer for The Last of Us. I'm picking that up on Friday, guys. I'm not even going to joke. I'm picking that up on Friday. I'm playing it. It's going to be awesome. Oh, and by the way, I haven't been Let's Playing lately. That's another story, but we'll get back into that after this video. I'll get my Let's Plays videos back up soon. So, I shouldn't go off topic like that. This is my first, like, vlog, cam, face-to-cam video. So, I really don't know. I'm talking to, like, a lens right now, so it's kind of weird to me, but I'll get used to it, I guess, if I decide to do more of these, if you guys like them. And, let's see here. Where was I? Oh, yes, The Last of Us. The trailer looked really good. Showed a lot of footage that I haven't seen before. I'm not one of those early adopters who luckily found the game somewhere. Maybe some unaware Walmart employee. That's where they usually are, but I really don't know. Sell them early. And, yeah, it had good reviews, and I can't wait to play it this Friday. Then they showed Beyond no, I'm thinking of William Dafoe in my head. Beyond Two Souls, or however you pronounce his name. That game, I think, looks very good, but I don't even know what is it? What is that game? I know it's about a girl, like, and her ghost companion, or ghost that's been haunting her all her life. And, yeah, it's, interesting, I can say. I'm definitely interested, mostly because Heavy Rain was up there. It was pretty good. Not super up there, but it was up there for me, at least. And I'm interested in what Quantic Dream will go to next, which is this game. And I really just want to play it. I hope it's... I don't really have a preference whether it's similar to Heavy Rain or not. I just want to play. I'm putting my trust in Quantic Dream at this point, because I have not seen any gameplay aside from like the little running snippets in the trailer and whatnot. But it looks pretty decent, pretty good. And they showed like some Grand Theft Auto 5 custom PS3 headset. It was, do I have to pull something out every time? It was the, like, more of a green edition of the Pulse wireless headset Elite Edition, but like GTA 5 edition. This is the Elite Edition. And, my opinion on GTA, I know a lot of people like it, but I just really can't get into it. I tried Grand Theft Auto 4. I wasn't feeling that game. I don't know. I felt like I had no purpose for some reason, even though I was playing the story, but it's my opinion, whatever. I'm not really into Grand Theft Auto, so Grand Theft Auto 5 is not really a big deal for me at all. It's just like good for them, I guess. Good for PlayStation. And one more game. Batman Arkham Origins. I haven't played any of the Batman games. Arkham Origins looks like a pretty solid game. I've heard the other ones are solid too. I haven't played them. I'm not really a DC fan, but I have been becoming a DC fan because of Injustice: Gods Among Us. I actually like that game a lot, and started playing it a little bit. So who knows? Maybe I'll start getting into DC. Like I started getting into DC Universe Online recently. I know I'm so late, but whatever. And yeah, so Batman Arkham Origins, cool, whatever. After this, well, that's all I can remember. And now they move on to the good stuff, the PlayStation 4. First off, I think they just revealed how it looked. It looked like this. It looked really awesome. I really was satisfied with the design. I know a lot of people are not, but I thought it was really good. It looked like, I just like want to hold it when I see it. Like I don't know. Like when I see it, it just looks so appealing to have sitting right there. And it's a lot slimmer than this PS3. Not that this PS3 is unattractive or anything. I mean, they're electronics. They're not supposed to be like attractive, but you know what I mean, like nice looking electronics. So I think it looks good. Definitely like the little blue stripe it has going on. I really like that. I can't wait to have that on my little gaming setup. So it's gonna be awesome. Next up, after that, they started showing. I'm just gonna highlight what I think was important because, you know, some things are just not important. I'm just getting it all out there, all of my thoughts, after I let them soak in for a day. So, next, I remember they showed a lot of indie games, like 5 different demos running at once. Some of them were like Don't Starve and like a remake of the Oddworld games, which I've heard were good, but I never played it. I'll try that out when I get my PlayStation 4. And a couple of other indie games. There was this one that I'm not gonna forget. Something with like a squid or something. I don't know, the squid's like moving like this and like walking backwards, and it's awkward, and I thought it was funny. I thought it was interesting. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but it was. I mean, I don't know what to think about that. It's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen at E3, probably in my life. I'd give to that game. I think it was called like Squid Dad or something. I can't really remember the name. But anyways, after that, after the whole indie game stuff was done, there was a trailer for 1886 something. 1886 is what I remember. It was like this game about like these people who are back in like the 1800s, obviously, and they have guns and they call it new technology, and they're like hunting these beasts. I don't know what they are. Like the beasts stop their carriage, I think, and the graphics were really impressive for a game running in engine. I guess that means running on PlayStation 4 or running on the engine the game will run on. So technically, sort of the graphics of the game you can expect-ish. But yeah. They were like shooting these monsters. I've been told werewolves, but they don't strike me as werewolves. They're more human shaped and, you know, got that bald head going on and stuff. So maybe not werewolves, but something else. Well, they probably are werewolves, but yeah, it looked alright. I'm not particularly excited, but it looks like a solid game that would be cool. And then they showed like the 4 PlayStation 4 titles from February: Killzone Shadowfall, Drive Club, Infamous Second Son, and Knack. I'll start with Killzone. Killzone trailer looked good, whatever. It looked like regular Killzone games. If you guys don't know me, I'm not really into shooters or whatnot. I mean, they're cool once in a while, but for like a main gaming source, I don't go to shooters. I don't. They just don't satisfy me for gaming, so I just use them occasionally. And Killzone just looked like that. A decent shooter, pretty good, awesome visuals by the way, but yeah, just like not something I would run to, but I was still kind of excited to see it. Like, I was just happy to see it though, because I do like Killzone to an extent. I have Killzone 3. It was enjoyable, so maybe I might buy it if there's nothing else to buy on the first day, or rent it. Then there was Drive Club. Gonna tell it to you right now, same thing for GT6. I really don't really have a strong affection for racing games at all. Car games, whatever, simulators. I'm not into that. They look nice, pretty games, pretty graphics or whatever. But yeah, if you enjoy it, good for you. I didn't find it particularly interesting. Just looked like car game. Okay, I can relax for a couple minutes before the conference picks up again. That's how I felt like it. Felt like seeing it. And then there's Knack. Awesome. I want Knack. I don't know why. Something about it. I know it's not like the most visually impressive, awesome, googly moogly game, whatever. But it just looks super my type of game, whatever. I like platformers a lot. They've been dying out in the recent years. That makes me kind of sad to say, but I like to see Knack. I think it's something good for PlayStation 4 in terms of me. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy that day one because it's one of the only launch titles that really interests me. Then there is the final title, Infamous Second Son. Infamous Second Son looks amazing. It looks awesome, beautiful. And now in the new trailer we found out that Delsin has a brother. I think his name's Delsin or Deslin. When I found out about the game, I thought his name was Deslin, but I'm being told Delsin. So I found out Delsin has a brother, and his brother's a cop and actually ends up arresting him sometimes. That's pretty funny. And the game after that, it just like showed the gameplay. He does hang around his brother a lot. Showed some gameplay. He has some really cool smoke tricks because this guy has smoke powers. I guess he can turn into smoke or manipulate smoke. And yeah, not the normal electricity that Cole had. It was pretty cool. I liked it. I was interested. I was into it. I definitely want it more than before the conference. Before the conference, I was like, I want it, but now I definitely want it like a little bit more, a little bit higher. At this point, I'm like, this conference is not really what can really live up to the PlayStation 4 besides revealing it. I was like, it's decent. It's a decent conference, but nothing mind-blowing. And then, like, there was this one point where, like, this guy came out on stage, started talking about, like, videos and movies. He was, like, Sony Pictures CEO or something. And that part was just like, oh, my God. Like, I don't want to see that in my E3. Don't go all Xbox on me. We can play TV if you pay $100 for an extra box or whatever, but that's beside the point. It ended fairly quickly, so it wasn't a huge deal, but just kind of a little 15-minute time waster, I could say. After that, they showed they were like, well, why don't we go to our, and by the way, these are not in order, obviously, you know. We'll go to the, well, yeah, we'll go to the our big third-party people. So they showed off Diablo. Well, they didn't show anything of Diablo. They announced Diablo will have exclusive content such as Drake's amulet as an item or wearable thing, and something else PlayStation exclusive for the PlayStation version of Diablo 3. I don't play Diablo. I really don't play PC MMOs. I wouldn't know about that. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, I heard it had like a pretty bad launch or whatever, but I don't know much about Diablo, to be honest. Then they were like, okay, we have third-party people, more third-party people. Next thing you know, Square Enix pops up on the back screen. I'm like, oh my God. It's going to be Final Fantasy versus 13. It has to be. If it's not, then it's Final Fantasy 15. Well, what happened was, the guy on stage was like, we have Tetsuya Nomura here, but he's not actually here in the flesh. They had him on a little screen in the back, and he was like, I'm sorry guys, we couldn't talk about verses, we can't go into details right now. And then he just stopped. and the screen was like fading black, like well, I don't need to do it, but fading black. And I was like, they didn't just troll me again. They did it at the February conference. See you at E3. Goodbye. But it was fading black, and then he was like, but please, in the blackness, you could see the subtitles of the next sentence. He said, please enjoy this one trailer, or whatever he said. He said there's a trailer here. I was like, yes, and when I saw the trailer, epicness everywhere. I was already excited for that game. I mean, it has a Kingdom Hearts kind of gameplay style mixed in. Something I got really excited about. I can't really play normal Final... Well, I didn't really play normal Final Fantasy because I was young and I picked it up because of Kingdom Hearts, and it was like all turn-based and weird for me, so I kind of strayed away from Final Fantasy. But this game, I'm definitely going to go and embrace the Final Fantasy and play it. I can't wait to. And then I was like, that was a big surprise in itself to see Final Fantasy Verse 13. And then at the end of the trailer, another surprise. Someone was like, things are ever changing in this world. It's time for the 15th coming, and you see Final Fantasy Versus 13, the sign, the logo, and then it kind of like comes back like a reverse explosion, and it says Final Fantasy 15. Just like I wanted, they renamed it to Final Fantasy 15, so they could not associate that game with Lightning anymore or any of those Final Fantasy 13 people. I just felt like it should be its own story. I never hated on Final Fantasy 13 actually. It's just I never played it or anything, but it was just like whatever. So I'm glad it has its own identity now, no longer stuck with a piece of gum to Final Fantasy 13 or whatever on the bottom of the shoe or whatever. So yeah, that was awesome. I love to see that. Moving on, what else was there? There was something very awesome. There was something very awesome after that. Tetsuya Nomura didn't stop talking. He was still on the screen, and he was like, guys, we have one more trailer for an upcoming title. I was like, what? But then I had to keep my cool because they never, my rule of thumb, they never announce Kingdom Hearts or really show or acknowledge Kingdom Hearts much besides maybe a 1-minute trailer of a game we already knew about ever at E3. Well, that's in my experience. So I was like, the most it can be is Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix. So the trailer starts. I wasn't even sure if it was going to be Kingdom Hearts. Disney pops up. All you see is Disney. I was like, oh crap. Oh crap. I had to keep my cool. My heart was beating. Nah, but I had to keep my cool. I was like, don't get excited. I've been waiting for a certain announcement for such a long time, but it's obviously not yet. They didn't even do 2.5 HD Remake. Then, what do you know? It's showing all the old Kingdom Hearts games in, like, order of release. Just, like, showing a little montage. I was like, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. It's gotta be 2.5. I'm like, at least I'm happy to see 2.5. I was glad. I was satisfied with 2.5. Then I see Kingdom Hearts 3D. And then I see the opening of, you know, when Sora pops out of the book. Opening of Sora flying out or whatever. And then, like, I see the colors, they're changing. And I'm like, what? And I just see, like, everything getting so vibrant, and then, like, it's like the same model of Sora, but he's so vibrant now. And it just changes to Destiny Islands. At this point, I was like, what is this? What is this? I've been trained over the past 8 years to not acknowledge anything as the third installment in the series Kingdom Hearts 3, so I was like, what could this be? Like, my brain was trained to not acknowledge it beforehand. And then you see Sora walk up, and these crazy graphics, crazy graphics. Pick up Master Ericus's Keyblade off of Destiny Island's ground sand for some reason, and just look at it like, kind of like a confused face. So I was like, why? What am I doing at E3? My games never get announced at E3. But I'm just kidding. Yeah, and then he looks back, and the scene changes. It's black screen. You see, like, sparkles come up or whatever, a heart, and then the kingdom, and then you see 1, 2, 3 Roman numerals together in the center of the heart. At this point, I was losing it. I would probably be embarrassed to show you how I was, because I was losing it, okay? Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game of all time. Whatever. I was losing it. I would never expect this at E3 in the first place, and I would never expect it Yeah, at E3, at the Sony conference, I was thinking it might be coming for Wii U for some reason, even though that's not exactly my preference. Yeah, I seen it at E3. I was like, what? And then Kingdom Hearts 3, you just don't expect it. Tetsuya Nomura does not want to talk about Final Fantasy Verse 13 or Kingdom Hearts 3 ever, and now he's just like spilling all the beans on the table. It's like finding out Santa Claus really is real. It's like that. I wouldn't know the feeling, but it's like that. So yeah, huge moment for me. I mean, the highlights of the conference for me was Final Fantasy 15, which would have been enough. It would have been enough for me. I would have been satisfied. Kingdom Hearts 2.5, I was like, wow, I'm getting a second helping, great. And then Kingdom Hearts 3, what? Oh my god. It just happened. And then at that point, I was in shock. I was just in shock watching the trailer. Showed like some gameplay footage. I don't know if it was real gameplay or not. I didn't really care. Sora was doing some flow motion through Traverse Town with like a wave of Heartless chasing him. That was kind of weird, but it's a concept trailer. You're not supposed to take it seriously for the story. They're just showing you that we're working on it. This is what you can kind of expect it to look like. Then I see in the party members Donald and Goofy. I was like, oh crap. I see on the side attack magic items. At least that's what I thought it was. It was Japanese. And I was like, okay. So are they using command decks or are they using this? It's a concept trailer. Don't take it too seriously, as I said before. And then Sora's like running away from the Heartless using flow motion to get away. And then he just turns around. Sora's like, what? I'm Sora. What am I doing? So he runs up and then strikes the Heartless wave. And that's the end of the trailer, which says, shh, now in development. Now in development. Can you believe that? They have been waiting on this game so long that if you just tell people it's now in development, they go nuts. That is where you know something is crazy. No year, 2014, 2015, whatever, now in development. And that, for some reason, just made it more epic to me. Like, they finally started, because I actually really researched Kingdom Hearts, and I've been always anticipating when's Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 3. Now when I type in, like, on Google, Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, I'm, like, actually typing it for an actual game and not a rumored game, and it feels so strange, so strange. But yeah, this is about Sony's conference, isn't it? So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, wow, I gotta keep looking at the trailer. Like, every time I see a trailer in my recommended videos, it has that nice thumbnail of that beautiful graphic Sora holding the Keyblade. I just gotta click on it every time. I just want to go and like look at it, because I've always been that kind of person who visualizes, what will Kingdom Hearts look like on an HD console? Will it look like super realistic, like an opening, like the openings, or will it look like the PS2 games, just better? They actually mixed those two styles together. Perfect decision, Square Enix. You are genius, Tetsuya Nomura. But I'm doing too much. But they mixed it together and it looked awesome. Looked so beautiful. Kind of cel-shaded. Not sure if it actually was, but I get kind of a cel-shaded feel, kind of a more Disney feel than the PS2 games. It felt even more like Disney. Like more of a Disney feel when you just look at it. So that was pretty cool. And that's Kingdom Hearts 3. I should stop about Kingdom Hearts now. Tetsuya Nomura was then like, well, he didn't even come back. The guy came back on stage and he was like, Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3. And just hearing him say the words, Kingdom Hearts 3. He was like, Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 will be coming to PlayStation 4. But here's the dumb thing. I heard it's also going to Xbox One. I mean, it's not a dumb thing. I guess it's okay. But it's just strange to me because Kingdom Hearts games have always been built for the specific platform it is on. It's always been excuse me, that was my phone. It's always been tailored for the specific platform that it's on. So yeah, it's just ridiculous how It's ridiculous how they like moved it to another console. It's not a huge deal. It's as long as it's coming to PS4. I really don't care. It'll probably be the better version anyway because PS4 is more powerful or whatever. And you know Tetsuya Nomura is going to build it for PS4 because I don't even know. It's actually unknown if the Xbox is even going to go out in Japan. So he's not obviously going to be like... He'll rather probably most likely like 99% port it to Xbox after it. But I can't imagine playing Kingdom Hearts with an Xbox controller. I just can't. just doesn't feel right to me. So I'm getting that for PS4, definitely. Can't wait. Super can't wait. That just made like my whole E3. That just made it like one of the best E3s ever for me. Just that. Just seeing that. Even if it wasn't at a conference. If that trailer just released, it would make it the best E3. So E3 is just the best now. But after that, things kind of got underwhelming for me. Because I was so excited. And the rest of these games, I obviously am not going to care about as much as I do Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's why the rest of the conference felt underwhelming, even though it really wasn't. It was good. There was Mad Max, a game based on some kind of universe I never heard of. Doesn't appeal to me, really. It was just whatever. Assassin's Creed 4 demo doesn't appeal to me, really. I know a lot of people out there like Assassin's Creed. That's good for you. But I feel like they're almost milking Assassin's Creed like every year. Every year. They even said it, I think they even said like they want one every year, but Assassin's Creed. I never got the appeal. I bought Brotherhood for the online multiplayer strictly because I admit that was awesome, but not for the story. I don't usually play many story-based games that are shooters, even though Assassin's Creed is not even close to a shooter. It's like, for some reason, my brain puts it in the same category for some reason. Next. What do we have next? We have Sony. Well, I'm not going to talk about every single title that obviously came up, but yeah, then after all the PS4 games were done, Sony, Jack Tretton came back up, and this is a big highlight. He came out just to say, used games will play on PS4. That's all I needed to hear. It was like beautiful because I mean it's what you expect from them, and it's kind of ridiculous that they even have to mention that used games are part of the system. The reason for that is because if you didn't know, Xbox One will not let you do used games easily, at least, and it's very limited, very limited. They're limiting you a whole lot. So yeah, that's it was a kind of a big punch in the face, like just to Microsoft. Like at that point, on Jack Tretton's face, you could just see it. You could see it in his eyes. It was exactly to Microsoft. I mean, I do prefer PlayStation, but I don't like really hate Xbox. But I'm starting to because of the Xbox One. The Xbox 360 I tolerated. The Xbox One, I'm starting to hate it. But yeah. Microsoft, what are they thinking? It's like they went in a room. They were like, okay, we're going to make this game console. How can we make it the worst thing ever? It's like they did that when they were deciding to make it. It's ridiculous. But anyways, this is about the PlayStation conference. After that, they showed like a little surprise, I guess, of Destiny gameplay debut. I thought it looked interesting. I'm not going to lie, it was okay. I know it's from Bungie, the Halo guys, so I was expecting something good. It didn't really disappoint me. It didn't impress me, per se. It was solid. It's a solid demo. I may buy that game, you know. I'm kind of into it, but I'd only buy it for my friends. I wouldn't buy it for myself. I'd only buy it to experience it with my friends, because I don't feel like it's that important to me to buy, like to justify just me like running out to the store and buy it. It's just more like, oh hey, all my friends are getting it, and it does look good, so I guess like the friends are just like the extra nudge to go buy it. That's Destiny. The demo was pretty cool. They had a lot of like interaction, open real world stuff, shooting, whatever, shooting, whatever. But not bad. I don't want to downplay it, but I don't want to like say, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. Obviously, I look really biased because I'm saying that to like Kingdom Hearts 3, but you gotta understand, Kingdom Hearts is basically me. I am so much into Kingdom Hearts. It is beautiful to me. Well, it's like my favorite game. Come on. If your favorite game got announced for a next installment after 8 years of waiting, you would be happy. Well, if you cared about gaming considerably, so you would be happy. So yes, that is my E3 press conference wrap-up, review, whatever you want to call it. I guess I should rate the conference out of 10. For the first half of the conference, I was really like, this conference might be a 7.5 or a 7 or not lower, because they were still showing games that I was interested in, but nothing, whoa, E3 or anything. I'd probably give it around a 9, a 9, a 9. I don't want to go too overboard, but 9. Kingdom Hearts 3 pushed it way up there, including Final Fantasy 15. They both pushed it above and beyond. Square Enix just like gave them like the extra 2 points almost completely. But there were other games that were interesting that would have pushed it up, decimals. But Square Enix pushed it up a lot because it was an impressive performance in my opinion. And yeah, like around a 9. What I didn't like, it's just my opinion, probably the unpopular opinion here. I want to see something from PlayStation All-Stars. I love the PlayStation All-Stars games. I think they're really fun with friends. I never had online problems or whatever, online netcode problems. I never had excessive glitches or anything that people say it has. I just had a fun experience. I really loved it, and I'm really into it. So, yeah, I was hoping to see at least some characters, maybe a sequel if I was, like, super lucky, which I actually was. Holy crap. I I thought I saw something right there. Whatever. I need to wrap this up. Which I already was, but, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 was the, like, biggest surprise almost ever. I'm getting kind of creeped out talking to this camera. But, yeah, that's just because I don't know what that was. I'm going to look at the video footage, and if it's something freaky, it's probably not. Like, you know how you see things in the corner of your eyes. This is not our E3, but whatever. Guys, thanks for watching this E3 conference review wrap-up. I'm Solomon 1. I really enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed the wrap-up. If you watched me ramble this far, obviously, you do have some degree of caring. So, thank you for watching it to the end. I appreciate it. This is my first vlog, whatever, video. I've been talking since it was, like, daylight outside. Now it's, like, sundown, almost sundown. But, it's because I started at around sunset time. So, not really, I've been talking all day, but I kind of have been talking for a long time. So, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys later.